Hey everybody, today I'm Henry's HowTos. I'm going to show you how to make strawberry cheesecake. Let's get straight into it. So I've started by placing 300 grams of Scotch finger biscuits into a food processor. And basically we want to process these until they're fine. And to this we're going to add about 90 grams of melted butter. And we just want to mix this all through and combine it well. So we basically want all the crumbs to be nice and buttery like that, just so they stick together well. So guys, I'll be using a springform tin for this. It's just a standard household size, so nothing special. What we want to do is empty our biscuit crumbs straight in. Now in case you are wondering, I've got a piece of baking paper underneath and locked onto the outside. I do this on purpose. Reason being, once the cake is ready, we can actually take it out with the baking paper and then reuse the tin for another cake. So you don't have to do that, it's up to you. It just makes it easier to clean as well. So it's just become a habit for me. So all we're going to do now is just press our mixture straight into our tin and apply a decent amount of pressure, because we need this to be nice and firm. So just like so, you should have a nice smooth appearance. So guys, we'll go ahead and put this into the fridge now for about 15 minutes. So guys, now just into a small glass, I filled it with about a quarter cup of water. To this we're going to add about 2 teaspoons of gelatin powder. Just give that a quick mix so we can get it dissolved. Just like so, so we'll set that aside and continue. So guys, for this recipe I'm going to be using 2 punnets of strawberries. So we're going to use one for the actual cake, and we're going to use another one for the actual top layer, so we'll make a nice top layer. So back to our food processor, we're going to add in 1 kilo of cream cheese. Now just break it up into small pieces as you're adding it. This will just take the pressure off your food processor. So put the lid on. We just want to very quickly mix this before we add anything else. Okay, so what we'll do now is we're going to add in our gelatine mixture. So just stir it again and add it straight in. And we'll add our strawberries in as well. And once again, we're going to blitz it on a high speed. So you don't need to stop and start it a few times and scrape the sides, but you should start to get a good consistency. So what we'll do now is add in 1 can of sweetened condensed milk, about half a cup of caster sugar, and I'm also going to add about 4 tablespoons of rosewater. Now this isn't necessary, but it does give it a good flavour and a nice aroma. So we'll put our lid back on, once again on high speed. That should be your result there. You should end up with a nice, thick, cheesy sauce, I would say. So guys, we'll bring our base back out. Now what I like to do is just get some cooking spray and just spray it on the sides. Just like so. What this does is stops the cheese from sticking to the sides, so when you open it, it comes out looking nicer. Now after you do that, we're going to pour our cheese mixture straight in. Okay, we just want to place it in like that. Make sure it's nice and even. Now all we're going to do now is put this straight into the fridge. So we want this to set before we put the topping on, or else it's not going to work out properly. So what we'll do, we'll give it 4 hours. If you want, leave it overnight and we can do it tomorrow. In my case, I'll just do it in 4 hours and I'll show you how to do it. So guys, with the next punnet of strawberries, we're just going to slice them through the middle and slice them in half again. If they're big pieces like this, you can half them again as well. And you just want to continue doing that with all your strawberries. So you should end up with something like this. Now I'm just going to bring across a small saucepan and place our strawberries straight in like that. And we'll add half a cup of caster sugar, and we'll add 2 cups of water. Now we're going to place our saucepan on a medium heat, and we want to simmer these for about 15 to 20 minutes until the strawberries are nice and soft and we've got a beautiful colour. Okay, so after about 15 minutes, you should have a soft mixture like this. Your strawberry should have cooked all the way through like that. And you should obviously have a nice colour to it. So guys, what we're going to do now, turn our heat off. And just get a small bowl with a strainer. All we're going to do is strain our mixture. Now let that all come out on its own. Don't push down on it, because they'll get the cloudiness to go inside as well. We don't want that. We want to get a clearer mixture. So just move it around. So now we're just going to let this cool down here for about 5 minutes, and then we'll add some more gelatin to it. So after about 5 minutes, we'll add in 2 teaspoons of powdered gelatin. And we'll start to stir that through. Now we need to get that well dissolved. So you should end up with something like this. So what we're going to do now is put this straight into the fridge. We want to let it thicken up just a little bit before we add it to our cake. If it's too liquid, it's going to go through, and we don't want that. Okay guys, so it's the next morning here. As you can see, the cake has set. So what we're going to do now is work on our top layer. Okay guys, and that's how your mixture should look. It should start to slowly turn into a thick liquid. Now at this point is when we'll put on the cake. If we leave it longer, it might solidify too much. So providing your cake has set, we'll pour this mixture straight on top. Just like that. Now guys, if you want to add any fruit, or for example you can dust up strawberries and put it in, you can go ahead and do it now, and then the jelly will set with it. So now we'll just cover this with some cling wrap, and straight into the fridge. Usually this takes about 2 or 3 hours to set, and then we can slice into it and I'll show you what it looks like. So guys, what we'll do now is make strawberry fans for decoration. So what we're going to do is get 1 strawberry, and you just want to slice through it like that. Not all the way to the end, but close. And then just push down, and they'll create a fan like that. So you can do as many of these as you like. And now we'll just place them straight onto our cake. Just like so. So guys, that's ready to be served. So let's cut into it and see what it looks like. So make sure you're using a very sharp knife, and just gently cut through the top layer first like that, and then we can push all the way down. Now before we cut all the way through, we're going to outline it. Just this way we'll get even slices. So we'll cut again just through here, and we'll carefully take our slice out, and just look at that. And there we have it, ready to be served. And just look at how perfect that looks. So it's simple as that, guys. I hope you like that, guys. Please like and subscribe. If you've got any comments or suggestions, just leave them at the bottom, and I'll see you all next time.